Hi everyone, I am Dr. Jagat Giri, Professor at School of Business, Sushant University. I am a Professor of Accounting Finance, and taxation is something which dears near my heart. So I will be talking about income tax in India, and more focus will be towards on direct taxes, that is income tax, and briefly I will be telling you something about overall tax system in India. There are, broadly speaking, two types of taxation in India. One is called direct taxes and other is called indirect taxes. Direct taxes, they are also called income tax. They are known by the name of income tax because they are levied and charged on the income of person. They are called direct tax because they are directly charged on the income. So that's why the name given income tax and the direct tax. Moving further towards indirect tax, one is direct, so other one is indirect tax. And indirect tax, as we all know, is the name given to indirect tax is goods and services tax, GST. So this is called indirect tax because this is not directly charged on our income. Rather, we can understand that it is charged on the amount of spending that we make. So that's why it is indirectly levied on our income by way of the amount of spending that we make. So let's go into detail of this direct tax and indirect tax or income tax or GST. Let me first of all take indirect tax. So when we discuss indirect tax, so indirect tax, the first announcement of this indirect tax was made in the budget of 2006-07, and it was made there that they will be introducing GST from 1st April 2010. But we know that it was never done on that date, and finally after so many amendments and all that, this is launched on 1st July 2017 all over India. So whatever is there in the wake of indirect tax, it is there, which was launched on 1st July 2017. Now coming towards direct taxes, as I told you that these are direct taxes which are directly charged on our income. So these taxes, since charged on our income, and we all know that we have different sources of our income, be it individual, be it a group of person, be it Hindu undivided family, or be it association of persons or body or artificial juridical person or a cooperative society or a corporate organization, whosoever is, they have their different sources of income. So whatever income everybody has, all that is charged to tax by Department of Taxation, Direct Taxes, through different heads, and we call that as heads of income. So in that context, the first head of income comes is income from salary. I will go into a little bit detail of all these heads. So first one is income of salary. Then the second one is income from house property. Another one is income from business and profession. The third one is income from capital gains. And apart from all these four, the final fifth one is income from other sources. So these are the 5 heads of income through which tax in India is charged on whatever income is generated by any person in this country. Let's go into the detail of all these heads of income into somewhat detail. Let's take first income from salary. As its name indicates, whatever income is generated in this country by way of salary is charged to tax under this head. But salary does not mean pure salary only. Whatever income is generated by way of pension, gratuity, provident fund, all those are also charged to tax here under this head, income from salary. Moving further, income from house property. If we have a big house, we have let out the house and we are getting some income by way of rent of the house, is charged to tax under this head, income from house property. So it's not like that we have one house only. If we have more than one house is let out and the other house myself living means self-occupied, or one portion of the house is let out, other portion is occupied by me. So this is also charged to tax under this head, income from house property. Moving further to the third head, income from capital gain. So if we generate any kind of gain, any kind of profit by way of sales of any fixed nature kind of asset, maybe sale of house property, sale of machinery, or sale of shares, sale of some kind of securities, if we generate some profit by way of sales, so those profits are also charged to tax under this head, income from capital gains. No doubt there are some clauses of indexation which is used while computing real income from capital gain. Then moving further to the fourth head, income from business and profession. So as its name indicates, whatever income is generated by way of business or profession, a businessman earns profit, it generates income. An architect, a doctor, a lawyer, an advocate, a chartered accountant, all these professionals who generate their income by practice of their profession is also charged to tax under this head, income from business and profession. The fifth and the last head is income from other sources. So whatever sources of income which are not covered under the first four is actually charged to tax under this head, which is known as income from other sources. So for example, this will include income from KBC, income from crossword puzzle, income from little chance, reality shows, right? Casino, gambling, house racing. Such kind of incomes are charged under this head, income from other sources. So friends, I have talked about briefly the tax structure in India, which is broadly divided into two, direct taxes and indirect taxes. I talked firstly about indirect taxes. Indirect taxes was started way back in 2006-2007 budget, but it never took place. It actually launched in 2017 on 1st July. And then moving towards direct taxes, I told you that there are 5 heads of income, and all these 5 heads of income are administered to tax under Income Tax Act 1961. So that's all. Next time we will be having some more details on some other topic related to income tax. Thanks.